Now, Senator Natasha Akpoti actually reached out to the Senate president, signaling a new calm after months of tension. So she actually invited Akpabio to Kogi for a project commissioning ceremony in her district. It actually came through a letter personally signed by Senator Natasha and read aloud by Akpabio during plenary. As part of activities marking her second year in office, the event will hold this Sunday in Ehima, Kogi State. Now, trust your people. Our people, our people get bad mouth. Nigeria Z. Hey, una mouth get pepper gone. Come and see. Hey, yes. She's learning how it works. She's learning the politics. This is what she's supposed to be doing. You think say now, normal way gonna do gra gra. Fine girl, no they reach anywhere. Oh, this one now I'm like, you guys. More especially the men. Ew. Oh, now wow. Nigeria is indeed a patriarchal society. Come and see the different talk when they talk. Oh. Say they don't teach her, she don't learn, they don't scope her, she don't say grab no they work. She no go bang, again. What is it, you guys? Please, people should be calming down. Meanwhile, with the spirit of insecurity in the country, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not even happy about the development. He's literally taking everything at a go. I think the current genocidal conversation about a certain religious group in Nigeria, which has gained some international mileage, is quite embarrassing to the presidency, and obviously they wouldn't want that international sanction that is being talked about. So the Minister of Information and Orientation, Mohammed Idris, very recently had an interview with CNN. It's an international broadcast media widely watched across the globe, where he was responding to questions about terrorism and the genocidal attack on certain religious groups in Nigeria, debunking the claim that the data being provided to them is actually false, and trying to clarify the information. Well, after that actually happened, we saw the president today speaking with the service chiefs and telling them that what started in 2009 cannot continue. They need to beef up their effort in grouting and clearing out these individuals, causing a lot of discomfort in the country, and it has brought quite an embarrassing reflection on Nigeria's security architecture. Now, the Minister of Information and Orientation, Mohammed Idris, during that interview actually said that the federal government of Nigeria, headed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is committed to securing the lives and property of Nigerians. But then, there are pictures and videos of mayhem actually taking place in several communities across the country, and it's in contrast to what the Minister of Information is saying. So the new service chiefs who have been sworn in, the president spoke with them that they need to be decisive. They need to utilize the digital media, the digital aspect of collating data for proper information gathering to ensure that these elements are routed out. And the new service chiefs have promised to actually work in accordance with what the president has actually disclosed. Now, that's not the only thing that set the tongue or a couple of conversation wagging. Now, the president has revoked the pardon for Mariam Sanda, I'm sure you recall her, along with 140 high-profile inmates. He withdrew the pardon earlier granted to 175 convicts, including drug traffickers, kidnappers, and fraudsters, following public outrage that trailed the initial clemency list released on October 11. Now, a couple of Nigerians said this actually details that the president is listening to our criticism, but a couple of Nigerians feel that who compiled that list in the first place? How come the president signed off that list without looking at the persons, the crimes that were committed, and how the justice system created a sense of punitive measures? Others said that the list was compiled by certain elements close to the president. Possibly they collected money, and that was how they infused some certain names because they had connections and all whatnot, and that the president may not have gone through the list and signed off on it. But based on the cries from Nigerians by saying that it does not reflect appropriately on the personnel of the administration of the president, they decided to take a second look at it. One thing I'm going to be asking my analysts this evening is that after the president initially had released those individuals by granting them pardon, are we saying that they were still in prison custody that time? They didn't go and facilitate their release? how do we know that they are still in prison? How do we know they are still in custody? In as much as the president has actually taken back the presidential pardon for Mariam Sanda, he reduced her years of serving in prison to, I think, 12 years or about. He reduced it, and a couple of others, he recalled their presidential pardon. But before the recalling, are we saying that those guys are still within the walls of the confinement, within the correctional centers, or they may have left, but maybe they will tell them, make sure your face is not anywhere public, nobody gets to take a picture of you? Because I think the next point of action would be to show us pictures of these individuals that they're still within their confined spaces at the correctional center. So how do we know that once that presidential pardon was done, that their release wasn't quickly facilitated? It took a couple of days before the president decided to take a relook at the list. And again, the question was now asked, who were the Council of States that looked into that list? Where were they? When did they converge? Who are the persons before they decided that the presidential pardon was granted? I listened to Barrister Inibehe Effiong, who you would call a human rights activist, and one of the persons who is taking up the case of one of the ladies going through the Erisco situation. And he actually had quite a lot to say, where Nigerians have looked critically into the presidential pardon. Well, Barrister Darlington will be giving us his own insight into that this evening. Well, that is not the only thing that is worth speaking about this evening. So I'm sure you do know about the situation with Timi Silva. We've also heard that there are other NDDC high-profile individuals who were involved. It's actually quite scary. And I don't know, the investigations are still ongoing. About 45 billion naira has been tracked by the military linked to the NDDC. This is a military investigation into the alleged coup plot, and it has uncovered a trail of 45 billion naira disbursed from the bank accounts of Niger Delta Development Commission to some politically exposed persons and the soldiers detained in connection with the rumored conspiracy to topple President Bola Tinubu's administration. Some persons have said that it is the media that is exaggerating or possibly exacerbating the matter. It's not as bad as it is based on what we have known or how the president is looking at it. But the president does not want to give it a sleight of the hand. What happened between Israel and Hamas? We know that Israel got information about Hamas attack by some junior officers, within the IDF, but Israel did not really pay particular attention to it. They were like, these are junior officers. We have a lot of security checks. In what way were they going to infiltrate or penetrate their defense system? Unfortunately, it happened, and they underestimated the way it was going to take place because it was televised. You could see the situation televised. People would watch it. So the president doesn't want to take any chances, and he's ensuring that there is proper sanitization, and anyone who is thinking about it doesn't even think of having to meet anyone to have such a conversation. And in that regard, investigations are ongoing, despite the military trying to downplay the efficacy of the situation or how scary the situation is. They are still investigating, and we're getting reports from them, because if they wanted it to be under wraps, you wouldn't see it across all the media handles. So most media handles are reporting it. So if they wanted it to be under wraps, the prominent media handles wouldn't report it. So we're getting updates from most of these prominent media handles on the investigation of the coup d'etat, alleged coup d'etat on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, the military statement recently, as we heard, they tried to downplay it. They denied the report linking the detention of those officers, but we heard about the raid on former Minister of Petroleum, and that is Timi Silva, who is actually out of the country on medical treatment. We also heard that there are also other officials being linked to it from the South. Now, there are other speculations that it could seem as if they're trying to target a South-South coup plan. That is how a couple of persons are looking at it. Normally, you would consider that with the number of persons that are in the military, you wouldn't even expect that any person from the South may be linked or involved in whatever this whole thing is all about, whether it's true or whether it's not true. And that this could be another opportunity to make sure that, to force the hand of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan from not running again. I don't know how that is going to work. I don't know how true that kind of link or permutation is, but that is how a couple of persons are looking at it. They're looking at the political angle to what happened. What is the political handle to what happened? What is the political initiative to what exactly transpired? And to make sure that the South are not targeted by the government of the day, especially with the recent connection, the FCT Minister, Godswill Akpabio. These are persons occupying sensitive positions within the cabinet of the president. In order not to ensure that there is no strained relationship, they may ask former President Goodluck Jonathan that please, this one that all this is happening, maybe just to elicit a sense of trust to the presidency or this administration, maybe you should not continue with your aspiration to actually contest in 2027. Well, again, these are conversations being held by a couple of political analysts and a couple of Nigerians who are looking at the story behind what we are reading, the political lining to what actually had transpired. Ladies and gentlemen, it's quite an interesting thing that the Nigerian government has released 2.3 billion naira to universities, and this disbursement was actually done by the federal government. Now, today, the personal assistant on special duty to the president, Kamaruddin Yusuf, and the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, said the funds were processed through the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation and that universities would begin to receive payment immediately. He emphasized that the president's commitment to transparent, long-term reforms that guarantee staff welfare and financial sustainability. According to him, the administration is also finalizing the release of third-party deductions and pension remittances to Nigerian universities' pension management. So a couple of Nigerians are saying it's a good deed done by the president, calling attention to the president's immediacy to looking at things from the prism of criticism when Nigerians call him out. Now, all Enugu reps from PDP and Labour Party have defected to the All Progressives Congress. Oh, yes, indeed. And as it stands right now, the Senate is comprised by 2/3 of APC members. Okay, so you now have 100 or 226 APC House of Rep members in the House from PDP and Labour Party lawmakers who have defected. So they have occupied 2/3 majority of the National Assembly, meaning that any decision that needs to be made, if it is in contrast to what the APC wants, it wouldn't pass. So they only have about 70-something opposition members in the House of Representatives, and there are talks that a couple of them too will still defect. So there are fears that indeed the talk of a one-party system is what is already at play at the National Assembly and even the governors. So the big question is, what is going on that the opposition parties are now uninhabitable for certain politicians of interest? When I'm talking of politicians, not those who don't really have mileage. Those who have mileage are leaving their parties to join the APC. Now, some APC politicians have warned that do not let anyone gaslight you. The party is a party to be, and there is nothing wrong. It's a democratic institution. So are we sliding to a one-party state, and what does that envision for Nigeria's political space in the future within this dispensation of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Are we hearing a clean sweep for the APC in 2027? All right, these are basically the topical issues we intend to look into this evening. Barrister Darlington, good evening. How are you?
Esther.
Welcome.
The savior of her people. How are you?
I'm fine. We're both working to be saviors of our country. Although we don't have any political party, Barrister. I think you need a political party to save the people.
Is it not your party?
My party, You have started, my Barrister Darlington. You have started. Which party? Or party? Are you the one that made me party leader?
Along that you went to register your name at Ajawa State.
Now your hand I use registered the name, Barrister Darlington. Now your hand I use. Do I look like someone that can do politics? Barrister, this is my mouth. Then go fire me Koboko 10 times.
No, not when they grease your palm.
Barrister, even if they grease my palm, I don't know how to lie. Oh, you will catch me well. Even if they grease my palm, I don't know how to do politics. So
yeah, you'll be doing it by proxy now.
By proxy, through you, you'll be helping me to do it. Barrister Darlington, how are you?
It's fine. It's just that this rain, it be like say something that happen for heaven. No?
Yeah, my dear, don't we need it?
The thing just open up.
It's good now. It's a good thing. It's just that in this place, when rain falls, we cry and say road, but the rain is needed. It made the weather cool because it has actually been kind of hot, very hot. So it made everywhere very cool. So and that's why you look cool. You're looking fresh. It's a pancake for your face.
This one that they are demolishing houses, where will you stay now to enjoy the cold weather?
They did not demolish my house. Thank God for Jesus.
Eh?
They didn't demolish my house now.
Thank God, yeah. No.
Thank God for Jesus.
You know, it's turn by turn.
Barrister.
You better relocate to my area. Because before they come for you, because unless somebody has taken over the whole of Orozo.
Barrister. You're a troublemaker.
I don't know.
Hey!
If I'm telling you that, you not listen.
Hey!
You know they have done that thing before there. We thought it was over. Now they have come again.
Mm-hmm.
That means even the other self, he may be. Oh my God.
Oh God, this is you're a troublemaker. You're a troublemaker.
No, seriously, because when they say they want to build, because when Motosho was speaking, he said they want to build modern estate there. Is it the Lagos state government or somebody want to build the modern estate? He didn't tell us so.
My own is the method with which they went about it and how people, you don't displace people at this time of the day. It's a barrister, you may not even eat food. You may not even eat. But if you have a roof over your head, if not Gary, sugar and granola, you are good to go. Nobody know you're suffering. Nobody knows your pain. Now you know your pain inside your house.
The three most important things, or the three things that man needed most, you see, shelter, clothing, and is it not food, Abi?
Mm-hmm.
The three things that you need most. I think, food. Is it food?
Food is needed now for you to have a healthy, growing population. Food is needed. You need that strength. Food, shelter, and clothing. Those are the necessary factors. If you go to the US, actually, you could go to certain areas within some councils. If you say you don't have clothes, they give you clothes. You need food, they give you free food. You may not really have shelter, but they'll give you all that.
The one they gave you, they remove from your.
Which one?
I say here in Nigeria. The one they gave you, they want to remove it from your body.
So that thing is not fair. Again, we're inviting some of them tomorrow. They'll be coming here to tell us precisely what is going on. And it's not just at Uru. A couple of places we're seeing some shops being demolished. The state government said that they are on drainage path, and they were not meant to be there. Some of the buildings are illegally erected and all of that.
Do you know why I didn't like what happened? There was a court order.
Exactly.
Wait, let us exhaust this thing. The court will now tell the people, within so and so period, move.
And now those people that flouted the court order, nothing will happen to them.
You can see.
It's really
so sad. When they now, I've told you here that psychologically, they have mentally, positioned us for violence. Because when government is acting with violence and impunity, what does he expect from the people? Esther. You can see every time, obey government. Does government obey the law? The matter is in court. And the court has said, look, let there be what? Let the status quo remain until, even if at the end of the day, yes, you will still have their way, but give these people ample chance. Let it be that, yes, all the issues have been exhausted. But Esther, they didn't wait. They did not wait. And I think I heard the Lagos state government denying or whatever, Abi.
That they have nothing to do with it.
Now, Esther, listen.
But we saw some videos
Esther,
of some persons being compensated.
Listen very well. You see this estate at Magodo, at Ketu. You see that estate? Magodo GRA. The court ruled on that land because the owners of that land gave it to government because they said they want to build a general hospital there. That was in the days of the military. But the military, for one reason or the other, they did not use that land again until they left the government.
Alright, so don't worry, we'll look extensively.
So all of a sudden, somebody now
into this tomorrow. We talked about it yesterday, Barrister. But we have some topics, and I actually want to tell you something
here. Listen.
Okay.
When the bulldozer rode in to destroy that estate so that the owners of the land can take their land back, the governor, in the middle of the night, came to stop them. Are you getting me? So why didn't he go and stop these other people? and say, no, there is a court order. Don't do this thing. Abi, have you seen where I'm going now? But he was able to go and stop some people from taking their land with the court judgment. So you can see the contradiction. So when anybody come and tell you lie, remind him of what happened yesterday. Maybe that will solve the problem. Remind him.
Okay, President, so Natasha has decided to play the politics the right way. A couple of persons said it's a way of showing that there is peace and there is no more toxicity between she and the Senate president. So she reached out to the Senate president and signaled, that I'm actually commissioning some projects and I'm inviting you to come and commission the project. And it was Godswill Akpabio that read it in the House. So some analysts like yourself believe that some persons have spoken to her that for now she should not be in the limelight and she needs to work along in tandem with the system. But this is coming just as Godswill Akpabio's sister-in-law, that's the brother's wife, has been spilling a lot. She's not just speaking now, she's been speaking for a very long time. But when they said she was excommunicated, she really got angry. She really, really went into it and said a lot of things about Godswill Akpabio. Some persons who are close to him alleged that some of the things she said is true, but some persons said whatever it is she said, she must bring proof. Now the next thing is, should Godswill Akpabio sue her? What is the next line of action? Because she has been speaking since, and there was no legal action taken against her beyond the excommunication thing. And she said, "Your cup is full. I have your cup in my hand. You think you can excommunicate me or my husband, who is a true blue blood, in terms of their royal lineage?" And she actually said quite a lot of things. So again, controversies have been trailing the Senate president, from Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan to a couple of issues coming up against his person, and a couple of people think that has made the Senate look adulterated. The sanctity of the seat he occupies, it's no longer being revered. What's your take on that?
Esther, if you ask me, I think somehow Natasha is indirectly celebrating herself because somebody have taken the battle out of her.
Who is the person that took the battle out of her?
The Patricia that is ranting.
She's ranting.
Yeah, the lady that is now exposing Akpabio. I think we are yet to hear more drama. I've told you one story one time about a young man who came from US to contest election in Akwa Ibom. And what happened? How they trained him to church he went to. And somehow the guy managed to escape. And they now arrested the mother and told her, "Tell your son to come back or else we'll kill you." Of course, the woman did not budge. And they killed her. It happened in Akwa Ibom. So when things like this happen, you see, Esther, I've already told you, evil have a way of coming back to you. No matter how long it takes, Esther. Seriously. When God said whatever you sow, you reap, you think it's a joke, Abi? Go back to our history. Even in recent times, go and check. All the mature men of yesterday, where are they today? Esther, where are they? It will come to pass. Don't deceive yourself. No matter how powerful you think you are, all the evil you did in your quest for power and fame, it will definitely haunt you. Did you believe that somebody from a land will come out and say those things, Esther? Did you believe? I'm sure if Natasha have said any of those things, they say, you this woman, who told you? But now, because he's coming home, nobody will take it serious or something. Even Akpabio may not even dare to sue her because of the consequences.
So that means whatever it is she's allergic may have some elements of truth in it.
That lady cannot be joking. Seriously, because she was giving references, mentioning names.
I'm telling you.
She was mentioning names.
Shut up.
All these things, did you know about them?
Can she come to Nigeria like this with all of this?
No, did you know about them? Why didn't she pick on any other member of the family? If you look at it, in fact, 80 to 90% of what she said is correct. It's very, very correct. It's just that nobody will probe, nobody will look into it. In the seller clan, because of all those things, Ababio would have been asked to go and wait for a bit. Let us look into this matter. But nobody will do that. She's already claiming that the woman is insane. Of course.
Yes.
From the way she's ranting, you can conclude. But the woman is making sense. It's just that the way she presented her case, it now look as if the woman is a noisemaker.
In what way would she have presented her case to have not sounded like someone who is
quietly, and all, quietly. I pray for her life, because there are loyalists who may do certain things and they claim it's Akpabio. Something like that can happen.
Wait, loyalists who do certain things and claim it's Akpabio?
Yes, now there are people who love you so much and they wouldn't want you to be disgraced by anybody. So if you say anything about their idol, they will come after you now. Even the idol may not even know. That's the truth. That's how these things happen. So maybe because he's far away in the US and all that. But I believe that people should look into some of the things she said. Yes, they should look into some of the things she said.
Now,
because one leaders with good record, Esther. Look, when you have a leader with good record, it permeates down to the downtrodden. When you are a big influence to a certain class of people in your community and all that, it helps. People look up to you. It helps. But when your lifestyle is influencing you into doing certain things, Esther, is not good. Seriously, it's not good. It's very, very dangerous.
Okay, so let's look at a particular lawmaker dragging the military to court. According to the lawmaker, he believes that he's a member of Osun State House of Assembly, Kami Ajibola. He took the Nigerian military to court over the recent allegations of a coup attempt. Now, a couple of people believe that ruffled the feathers, within the inner caucus of the presidency. Others believe that it is not as exaggerated or as we make it to seem. It's not as serious. But then the president does not want to give it a sleight of the hand. He doesn't want, when you hear something like that, you don't joke with it. And investigations have been ongoing, and a lot is being uncovered. After the president did a reshuffle within his cabinet, names are now being mentioned. Initially, we heard a particular Nasarawa former governor was involved, but now there are certain high-profile individuals within the NDDC that are being mentioned. One of them is a former minister of petroleum for state, and that's Timmy Pressilva. Although he's not in the country, he's outside the country, and I think he was once a governor, right, as well. Now, he actually came out to disclose to the press that yes, the military raided his home, but he has no connection with what transpired. He doesn't have any inkling to it. Now, the military also traced about 45 billion naira worth of transactions within the NDDC, possibly within the stipulated period that the supposed 16 detained officers were unveiled. And with what is going on, there are talks that, initially, they thought a certain region would be responsible for it, but as it is looking now, it's not something anyone expected. So let's just say there's no big deal to it, but the people being fingered, based on the information we are getting about the investigation, are persons from the South, and specifically the Ijo group. Is it possible that there is any link of certain persons that we may know, and what exactly is the grand plan? What could have been the grand plan? Because you have a South person as a number 3 citizen, you have another South person as the FCT minister. A couple of persons will say they're the ones actually quite close to the APC, like they're quite close to the president. So what do you think would have elicited this?
Esther, no coup can be carried out by the military without a civilian component.
Really?
No coup. In fact, if you remember when Abiola was ITT chairman, that was even what brought his friendship with Babangida very closer. They always use him. And so, these civilians they are mentioning now, if you check very well, they must have played a role. The military financially, they are not up there. But the political leadership, they have access to funds. Like no military man can go to NDDC now and access funds. But a civilian leadership, especially if you are with the APC government, you can access money there. In fact, that place was under Agbabi. It was a special purpose vehicle, So that is why NDTC came, because you cannot even carry out a coup without a finance. You remember Ogboru? It was in his fish factory at Ikorodu that they were loading the armor tank they were supposed to use. You understand? So when civilians are mentioned like that, it means that there's actually modicum of truth. Because the transactions, like they said, Silva did a transaction of $20 million. The question is, you are not in government now, Silva. What is your own with NDDC?
Because beyond just Timmy Silva and NDDC, it said authorities disclosed very recently that a naval officer and 2 Air Force personnel. Authorities disclosed that maybe some source within the authorities, because normally they don't like to indicate their names. It's across most media outlets, Sahara Reporters, Punch, they're all reporting this. Now, apparently, a naval officer and 2 Air Force personnel were among the detained officers, while the others are from the Nigerian Army. The authoritative source identified the naval personnel as Lieutenant Commander B. Abdullahi. The Abdullahi is of the 56 regular corps of the Nigerian Defense Academy. The detained officers drawn from the Army, Navy, and Air Force have been held for over 3 weeks in a particular undisclosed facility in Abuja, and order what sources describe as unusual and suspicious conditions. That as it is right now, they have revealed, based on the investigations and grilling they are undergoing, that an alleged leader of the plot was being led by one Lieutenant Colonel Almakura and a couple of others, including they also indicted Tumi Silva, the NDDC as well, for funneling or channeling funds. I think there is a political leaning to this entire ordeal. What is the derivative out of this whole thing?
And Esther, I'm sure when they widen the investigation, you see this idea of pulling officers out of the military prematurely is no good.
You say you're sure when they widen the investigation?
Yes, when they widen, they will discover that some...
Which military officers did they pull out?
Esther, whenever they appoint a junior officer, the seniors will have to leave the force, either police or army.
Which junior officer?
Esther, when you take people from, there is hierarchy in the army and police.
But we didn't hear any report of that happening before this. You said you're sure that when they widen the investigation...
You didn't hear me. Listen very well.
I didn't hear you.
Whenever they appoint all these IGP, Chief of Army Staff, this and that...
But this one was just recent now, after they disclosed what they disclosed.
Hold on. Do you remember what happened in the Brigade of Guard? When they removed 15 senior officers,
when
they were asked to go.
When now, Barrister?
Which one be when? I'm telling you something. You're asking me when.
Barrister, how recent? And we're relating to what happened
but
now.
But what happened before can bring about what is going on
Barrister,
now. So
you said you are certain that if they widen the investigation,
yes, they will discover that some disgruntled elements that were removed from their seat prematurely. They are not happy. They will never be happy. That's what I'm telling you here. Did you see how the Rockos when the IGP was appointed? And,
so are you saying that this could be the reason why this thing happened?
Look,
we don't want to speculate on that.
We are not speculating, but this thing happened.
Let's look at what is unfolding. Let's look at what is unfolding. Let's look at now what is unfolding. All right.
Did it happen or not?
Barrister Darlington.
But this is what I'm telling you, did it happen or not? That's the question.
Barrister,
and so,
can we look at what is unfolding right now and the details that transpired?
I am telling you what we know, what has happened, what we can verify. The other issues we cannot. But I'm telling you that...
What other issues that we cannot verify?
That is why I tell you that if they widen their investigation, these other people, the way they were removed from the force, maybe...
Which people, Barrister?
Eh?
Which people are you referring to?
These other military officers that were removed when oh God.
No, now that's...
Were you not here when they were appointed?
Barris, which ones? Which ones are you referring to? Are you referring
both
to...
police
Are
and
you
all these
referring
other
to
people.
the new ones or the
The
ones
other
before?
one they did. The other one they did.
Okay.
Well, is it that day they removed them that they will become planning whatever? Is it that day? You were here when some officers were asked to go. When their juniors were appointed. You didn't hear. Why are you asking me when did it happen? When did it happen? We are not here.
Let's
Yeah,
be
but it happened now.
because we were trying to speak on what could have led to this
But I'm telling you,
conversation.
I am telling you, yes, what could bring about disgruntlement?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There is no way they will be happy. There's no way. Including those who have been their promotion have been stifled.
But the persons
because,
now that are being fingered in this whole thing, for example, a particular Lieutenant Colonel Almakura, that one has already gotten to that level now. 2 Air Force personnel, one from Bayelsa State and the other from Jigar. Also a naval officer whose name is B. Abdullahi, 56 RC, that is the rank that he belongs to. So these persons are kind of top persons in the military.
They are still investigating.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, the military have even denied that there is no coup.
Yes.
So
we're getting out more.
You can see now. So they are now left out with speculation.
This is not speculation, sir. This is all across. If you check most of the media sites, all across. I need you not to say speculation about this.
They have not come out to say anything. But from body movements and from their investigation, the way it's going, there was a coup. It's just that it did not succeed. If not, why are you arresting and questioning these people and all that?
But it's the military that is investigating it based on what Punch report is saying right now. Because if it was as sensitive or not to be talked about, this medium wouldn't report it.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you now. But they don't want to come out clean. It's only when they come out clean now that you say, maybe after investigation.
Military investigation into the alleged coup has reportedly uncovered a trail of 45 billion naira disbursed from the bank accounts of Niger Delta Development Commission. So are you saying that what could have started this about disgruntled officials who were supposed to be promoted and were not promoted?
There must be reason now. There must be reason. Not that particular one. I said those officers may be included. That's why I said when they widen their investigation, you will discover that some officers that have left are included. Is that not what I said here? So you cannot rule it out. There's no way they will be happy. There may be other reasons, but those ones must be included.
But what could be the political leaning to this?
The political leaning is because of where the political leadership is going. Esther, seriously, I don't like this type of government that we are seeing today. It's not what we asked for. We didn't bargain for this. More so when this political leadership is trying to hijack everything. They have taken over. Look at how all the governors are running to one party. Esther, in the history of this country, have you seen such a thing? No, I mean, virtually, it's not one or two. Almost all of them. Then where do you think we are going? No, Esther, with what is happening now, where do you think we are going? Or are you waiting until the head is off before you now talk? There's nothing you can do when the head is off. There's nothing you can do when the night comes and you say you are pursuing a black sheep. You can't get it. So these are things that may trigger some people and say, no, the direction these people are going, that's not what we want to. That's not what we want. Seriously. Esther, how do you allow people with baggages to come into your party? When Oshomola said, if you come into our party, your sins are forgiven. And for that statement alone, every other person that is going into that, go and check. Go and check their background.
So we're saying
they have one issue or the other with EFCC.
The ruling party is the one involved or causing whatever unhabitable situation is ongoing within the opposition.
Esther, who do they want to overthrow? Is it not the government in power now? Why are you asking me such a question?
I have to ask because
now it's obvious now. Who do they want to overthrow?
The defection is just every day. Do you know that in Enugu right now, all of them are APC members, all of them. And if a governor is defecting, he wants all those under him.
That is what I'm saying. Yes, people. You and I may be here talking and speculating and analyzing, but there are some people they don't have stomach for all these things now because this is no longer democracy. That's the truth. What we have is no longer democracy at all. Anybody that wants to deceive himself may say, yes, it's not. Esther, it is not, seriously. We never had it so bad that opposition. So if PDP was behaving like this, do you think APC would have come up? No, Esther, be sincere to yourself. If PDP had behaved like this in office, do you think we'll have opposition, not to talk of APC?
But what stopped the opposition from learning strategy?
Learning what? You are very difficult for them to even do anything. Whenever they want to go and hold meeting, Esther, you go and scatter it. But when APC want to hold their own, they are with peace. Nobody will disturb them. What does that tell you, Esther? No, tell me, what does that tell you? Is that the type of democracy you want to build? No, look at it yourself.
The president has always maintained that he is one of the founding fighters of ensuring democracy in the country. How would somebody who
that is why I am very worried. Hold on. That is why I am very worried of this protest. That you don't even know the meaning of where it's going. People, you have used it to deceive Nigerians in the past when they said they are in that Nadeco, they are fighting for democracy, they are fighting for, you can see it, you can see the result. So anybody that want to protest now without any meaning, without reasonable result, count me out. Esther, count me out, because that's how they do it.
Have you been part of any protest before?
What?
Count me
this
out.
one I'm doing here, what is it? Do you need to go on the road and they shouting like a madman? Leave that in, please.
Barrister, protesting inside studio. Is that protesting?
Oh, when you are being watched and listened to the whole worldwide, what are you doing?
That's your own activism.
Of course, it will get to any part of the world. Do you think they even like those? Look, Esther, they even hate most of us more than those people who protest in the street. Are you aware? Because what you are saying is going wide. It's going wider. They listen to this analysis more. Because the protest 1 or 2 days is over. But this analysis, it goes into their hearts. Because telling them what they are doing and which is not right. Esther, when Amnesty International went to the Southeast to see what was going on there, before they condemned it, did you protest in the Southeast over it? No, did you? Is it not documents? Is it not paper that they showed them, they brought to their notice and they went to investigate it? Even when the federal government was telling them, no, don't say that to this, they said, no, we stand by our word, because we went there, we investigated, we saw the houses of people that were sacked, we saw the people that were killed, we saw villages that were ransacked. So we stand by our words. Esther, because of that move now, peace is returning to the South. Is that not true? No, is that not true? You will not talk now. So look at it. So when you package, hold on, when you package things in the right and send it to the right quarters, Esther, it will make an impact. I am telling you, it will make an impact all over the world. That is how things are done. No government wants to be forced to do something. As I've said it here, no government anywhere in the world would like to be forced to do anything. But when you engage them in intellectual battle, they will surrender. This is the truth of the U.S. Was it protest? Was it not all the evidence they took about genocide that they sent to that place? Esther, is that not true? Look at how the government was rattled over that issue. Look at how it was about it here. You want to force somebody to do something. No. Meet him on the intellectual battle. He will be ashamed. By the time you send documents to the right places, they will look at it and say, so this thing is going on in Nigeria. Discussion will start. Now look at it. After all those things, now look at the outcome, Esther. I was thinking that after the president, Nnamdi Kanu will come out that day. I was thinking so. But look at how they have messed that man's case up now. The thing has gone haywire. We don't even know what
his case up. Who messed his case up?
You have started now. You are asking me.
I'm just asking now.
You are asking me.
So we have clarity.
If not for that protest and the way it turned out, do you think this thing would have happened?
What thing would have happened?
This thing that started all of a sudden, give him 6 days to start his case, and after 6 days, they rule on the matter.
No, Barrister. Let's have.
They gave him 6 days.
Barrister, calm down. Calm down. Let's go back in time.
Was it planned before now? No. Was it planned? Was he given a date before that protest? Was he given a date?
Hold on. Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to open his defense. Then he talked about his health.
When was he given? Hold on, please listen.
No,
I said, was he given a date? This stampede that happened after the protest, was it on the card before? No, tell me. Was it not out of anger that the federal government did what they did?
How are you
provoked them?
sure? How are you sure
What? So
that the
what?
federal government
Was
was
there a
angry?
date to give it to him before that?
Let's look at the
Was there a date
timeline.
to give it to him? Was there a date to give it to him?
Barrister, calm down, relax. Let's look at things from this purview. All right. The last time after the prosecuting counsel was done with exhibiting their witnesses, it was now time for the defense counsel to present their witnesses. There was a stall, and then Nnamdi Kanu talked about his health. Now, the health situation, Barrister, hold on. The health situation went on for a while. The NMA was called in to check on his health to know if he can proceed with the trial. Eventually, with their submission, they said Nnamdi Kanu is fit to proceed. Then the court now said, you need to open your defense. And we're giving you 6 days to do that. It was during that health situation. Yes, that time the court already said so. So it was during the health situation that Omoye was like, you know what? These people have a plan. Let's organize a protest. He needs to be freed. Are you saying that that protest he organized is what is accelerating the trial?
No, there is no place in the history of this type of litigation that you stampede a defendant to start his defense in 6 days. I mean, this type of defense that you ought to give the man ample time to prepare for his defense. You now stampeded him for 6 days. What is the justice here? Is that not out of provocation? They say, okay, since you want to, you are going to do this way. 6 days, they stampeded him. How can you prepare for your defense in 6 days, Esther?
So you're saying that the protest is what has supposedly
But it was
aggravated...
within that period. Did they give him date before that day? That is what I'm saying. If there was a date and they later changed it, I was okay. Why did you not change the date? They didn't give him.
So you're saying that protest was wrong. It wasn't supposed to take place.
Because it didn't yield any fruit. It didn't. It never yielded any fruit.
Did you look at the fact that it was now being talked about?
It did not yield any fruit. It did not. Seriously. Meanwhile, the other way would have achieved a better result. A better result, because all the achievements we have gained, it was not through protest, Esther. All the things we have gained, it was not through protest. What are you telling me? It was not through protest. It wasn't. Let nobody challenge me now.
You said all the things we have gained was not through protest.
It was not.
It was through what then?
It was not.
It was through what? If all the things we have gained is not through protest, you're speaking about Nigeria in this situation. If it was not through protest, then it was through what, sir?
Esther.
Sir?
I want to ask you a question.
No, I'm asking you a question.
Hold on. This thing that they reversed now by the president.
Okay.
Was it a protest?
Well, Nigerians cried out.
Intellectual engagement. Yes. Intellectual engagement can solve a lot of problems, Esther.
So you're saying we got into where we are now through intellectual engagement.
Why did you release drug pushers? We will not agree. Why did you remove this woman who killed her husband? We will not agree. But because of what you did in the social media, didn't the government hear it? Did they hear about it? Esther, didn't they? So what are you telling me now? And I told you here that no government like to be stampeded. No government. You have not answered that question. Show me one government they want to do anything and it has to be by force because you said it by force.
Can you remember the whole Niger Delta militancy situation? Was there an intellectual engagement before late Umaru Musa decided to look for a way to resolve the imbroglio?
Government took that route because of what they are benefiting from the Niger Delta.
Government took the route of dialogue.
Yes, because of what they are getting there.
But before dialogue, we saw what happened. Asari Dokubo, they were all part of those who made the place ungovernable.
Government had to listen because both within and outside, it is agreed that Niger Delta has been shortchanged. Meanwhile, the gold, the money we are getting in Nigeria is from there. That was why you took that route. Esther, it does not make sense to you. Was it even government that Niger Delta, did they force them to bring amnesty? No. They were talking of developing their region and cleaning up of Golila. I don't know what they asked for. But the government, in their own wisdom, in order to keep these boys quiet, they need to give them amnesty so that they can lay down their arms. Is that not what happened? That one is different from this particular issue. This is a case that is going on in court. Don't go and spoil it. Let the court process continue. You cannot stop it by whatever you think you want to. You cannot. Government cannot say, okay, we are not prosecuting again, or you are taking him away. Esther, can such a thing happen? Hold on, can it happen? What are you telling me here? A matter is going on in court. Follow it up. After all, after the Federal High Court, it will still go to even appeal back before it will now go to the Supreme Court. Is that not true? The matter will not end at the Federal High Court now.
No, it will,
it will not end there. So we have two windows. So it is when you hear where the matter is going, you cannot say I bring up or even if at all. But by the time these two windows are exhausted, then the car will be free. And I said it here severally.
By the time the two windows are exhausted, he'll be free.
What are you telling me? What case did they have against him? What did they have against him?
Embarrassing. You'd be so shocked.
So, but what I'm saying now is that the way the thing turned out now, all the injuries that have happened now, who will bear the brunt? Esther, who will bear the brunt? Do you think Nnamdi Kanu will be happy to see that his lawyer died or whatever, or anything happened to any of the people that is dear to him or his brother?
But nothing happened to his lawyers. He was one who sacked his lawyers, which is what brought the confusion about him refusing to present any witness. That's why I'm still wondering how you think the protest is what has supposedly mutilated his case.
You mean the government was not disturbed by that protest, asking for his release when the matter is in court, Abi? You think the government is not worried? It's not even angry? No, tell me, you think they are not angry and they stampeded him, or you start your defense 6 days you have? No, tell me, if that was not done out of anger, Nnamdi Kanu has been peacefully going to court, following the process and all that, because those people they released in prison, it's not because of good conduct that they released them, Esther.
Good conduct.
It's not because of good conduct. You now want to bring, look, Esther, don't let me say this here. That good conduct would have even earned him the freedom we are looking for. If they look at his conduct and the way he has been cooperating and all that, they will come when they say, please, Mr. Man, go home. You want to go and do Aluta. Is this a student union? A serious matter like this? That is the process is going on. If nothing is being done, Esther, this process would have made sense to me. That if they don't keep Nnamdi Kanu in perpetual detention without any action, but the is going on in court, and you want the government to just stop the process and then release Nnamdi Kanu? Come on.
All right, Barrister Darlington. Well, the case is in court as it stands now. Nnamdi Kanu will appear in court on the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And if he doesn't present any witnesses, it means that what the prosecuting counsel presented would be what the judge would look into. A couple of legal practitioners say that was a very dangerous move, and they don't know who advised him. Some persons feel that Nnamdi Kanu was threatened. We heard talks that a day before a Monday, because he made that statement on Friday. On Thursday, he released the names of these political elites, whom we know. Some have immunity, some don't. And then on Friday, he proceeded by establishing their names, and the court approved of these individuals to serve as witnesses. Then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we heard him say no, that there is no case against him. So we heard that before he came to court on Friday, he was supposedly harassed by one of the officials, that is one of the DSS officials, that this could be possibly a way through which he changed his mind. There is no certainty about that. But if you consider the risk that was taken and the decision he took at the latter moment, would you say he was ill-advised? And or possibly somebody, as one of his legal counsels, decided to let him know that, you know what, don't go about it this way. Because if you say no case submission is tricky, I mean, Barrister Inibeha Effiong actually talked about it, and what he did was very tricky. There were two options provided. So I remember you said that you were also confused with his decision on Monday.
That
his decision about no longer presenting the witnesses, that he says there is no case, a no case submission. Meaning that the prosecuting counsel, whatever they presented will have to be relied on.
And I said what about it on Monday?
No, you said you were confused by his decision.
Yes, because like I told you, at a point in time, Nnamdi Kanu would need his lawyers. There's no doubt about that. Because he had done it before. He once sacked all his legal representatives. Later he brought them, so he would need them. There's no doubt about it. because I have looked at it from both sides. There's no way Nnamdi Kanu can handle the technicalities involved. It's not possible.
But he sounded confident like he
Sorry?
would. He sounded confident like he would.
When he did it for the first time, he sounded confident. And some people say, yes, he took a very good decision. Yes. You know, one thing with people is that I don't understand. They can lead you into a very serious problem and you won't even know. Whatever he does, they say, yes. In fact, the decision is very good.
Nnamdi Kanu has a very good following, almost a cult.
It's not enough. Look,
and anything he says
give
will be
him
taken as a biblical term.
Listen very well. There was a day Nnamdi Kanu came to court and in fact he went berserk. He was insulting everybody, telling the statistics that who is that person, who is that idiot that will talk when he's talking. After all that outburst, it was a pressure that time. I went to my this and I said, look, Nnamdi Kanu, if this is a joke, don't try it again. And I went all out. There is nothing
have you considered his psychological state?
After that, I even told the lawyer, tell him not to make this statement again. After that, the following confession, Nnamdi Kanu recanted. That was where he now apologized to everybody he offended. It's on record. Go to that YouTube now, you see it there. He apologized to everybody.
Yeah, he did.
And after that, the case started. Eh?
It resonated. Now he was not happy with the way his case was being dealt with.
Oh God, it's not enough.
Don't use your anger. State of mind.
Don't use your anger and spoil your case. I'm telling you something.
Well, Barrister, he's a human being, and he felt that whenever it comes to his case, the law is usually twisted or things are not done right, and that was what led to his reaction. I
said, don't assume things like that. No. Telling me that he does not
he said it in court, Barrister.
But whether you like it or not, the court will have to look into this matter. It is the court.
Barrister, was that outburst not something that made Justice Binta Nyako recuse herself?
No. He didn't get it. Oh, you are not listening to me.
I'm listening.
I said when he did that thing, I reprimanded him. It's on record. Go to the YouTube, you see it there. The following concession, Nnamdi Kanu apologized to everybody he has insulted. He apologized.
Yes, he did.
Hey. Don't look at what I said.
So you're saying it is what you said.
Whether it is me or not, but I said it.
You said it.
I said it is on record.
Barrister Darlington said it.
Yes, I reprimanded him. And I told the lawyer, tell him not to make this statement again.
You told the lawyer.
How can you be insulting those who will help you? Who will help you? Insulting all the Southeast governors and all that. I said it. And he later recanted and apologized to everybody. Okay. The third session now, they now brought an judge, Omotosho, to handle this case. Go and look at the trajectory. Go and look at the trajectory of events.
Mr. Darlington, we've heard you. We'll take a very short break, all right? And then when we return, the conversation will continue. We'll open the phone lines. Do kindly stay with us.
I kind of differ on this issue about Sowore fighting for Nnamdi Kanu. I kind of differ from Dr. Barrister Darlington on that. It doesn't matter. You might have your what's it called? You might have your differences about the way Sowore conducts his thing, and he does that. I think we have to get to a place in Nigeria where everybody gets your own to do. It doesn't matter how they do it. The important question is, this guy came out, as far as I'm concerned, Nnamdi Kanu is a Nigerian. He's still within that global geographical location. He's a Nigerian. So Sowore has a right to stand up and say enough is enough, rally as much people as he wants to. Whoever was able to join. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really don't like this idea of us always trying to box people out because we feel a certain type of way about them. Whether we like their way or not, that's not what matters. As long as they're doing, we cannot take the fact that Sowore has been speaking up, regardless of whether you like the way he does it or not. You cannot take that away from him. He's always stood up as best as he can. People can run with the narrative, oh, Sowore this, Sowore that, but let's not forget, this guy has been consistent too. Let's not forget that. Fine, he does not have the organic following yet. That doesn't mean that tomorrow he cannot have organic following. You understand, there's time for everything. this is my own take. It's a personal opinion. You understand? And people are free to disagree with me. But on this one, as Nigerians, when something is happening to one person, we're all supposed to gather together and say no and call it out. We are not supposed to wait for one person to be doing it all the time. How many of us here can go to Nigeria and be doing what Omoye is doing? Let's be very factual. How many of us here? Me, I'm doing it from the comfort of my own place. Everybody that's listening is listening from the comfort of their own places. Let's give Shore his flowers. I beg. Let's give him flowers. I don't agree with him all the time. I disagree with him a lot of the times. You understand? But I'm not going to bury my face in the sand and just, pretend like, oh, how many of us are doing what Shore is doing? How many people? Let's learn to appreciate those that are doing it. You might not like what they are doing. It might not be perfect to you. If it's not perfect, go home, go to Nigeria and do what they are doing. Go and do it. Go and try. It's open for everybody. Go and try and see how far you get. This one of calling people out, you can say whatever you like, but at the end of the day, let's not forget, there are people who have stood up. Before there was a show already, there was a Gani Fawemi. Gani Fawemi was talking for the whole of Nigeria. If there was social media, Gani would have gained momentum. Gani Fawemi, for as long as I remember, was always vocal. Right? Or always speaking up about the ills of the society. Where is he today? All the people that spoke, even the Wole Soyinka that we've castigated here, in his own time when he was young, he stood up. Matter of fact, as I have read, he even fought, he was in support of Biafrans. He supported them. Now that, okay, things have turned out and we're not happy with what he's saying, does it now disqualify the work that he did before? We can walk and chew gum. Human beings are very complex. You might be a certain way today. Tomorrow, you don't know how you're going to turn out. That's just the truth of the matter. That is how human beings are. You cannot completely understand a human. It's impossible to completely understand a human. So please, let's give Showore his flowers. We might disagree with him. I will personally, I give him his flowers. It's not easy. It's not easy. Aisha Yusufu, people have things to say about her. People say, oh, she's this, she's that. But she has done something. She has put her body on the line. What has any one of you done? Come on. Let's honor those who have the boldness to stand up to the truth and speak it as it is. Let's honor them. You don't have to agree with them. That's normal human nature. You do not have to agree with everything they do, but honor them in the good works that they have done. Very Dark Man is not perfect. Matter of fact, he does a lot of things that doesn't make sense. But guess what? For the work that he does, that he's helping some people, if not all, you give him his flowers. Harrison is there. Give him his flowers. The other guy that's talking for property, give him his flowers. Everybody, they do wetin they fit do. If all of us do wetin we need to do, Nigeria go change. Wallahi, all this one with the shout. If everybody becomes vocal, and that's why for me I advocate people should move back in groups. Move back home to Nigeria in groups. I'm telling you. Anyway, let's see whether they're back. I just wanted to mention that. Because me, I not support them at all.
Cause sections, exhibitions would
Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Machuku, and I actually have right here the controversial Barrister Darlington Agumore. Barrister Darlington, I beg, no put us for trouble, no put us for trouble, All right, we've been talking about quite a couple of issues, which obviously brought in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. But before you started talking about Nnamdi Kanu and the fact that you did not support the protest that was organized by Omoye Shore. You said that it also kind of created a with his case, and it made the case that was supposed to be looked into in a certain way become a little bit harsh, and you feel that what is being done to him by giving him 6 days to present his defense is too short, and it's not done anywhere. But I talked about the fact that a particular lawmaker sued the military. They're saying that it ought not to have happened under the purview. I mean, this kind of thing did not happen within the administration of late Muhammadu Buhari. So how come it's happening with Tinubu? And the lawmaker is saying we are not going to take nonsense. We're not going to tolerate this. His name is Kombi Ajibola, and he's also a lawyer and former chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association Ilesa branch. He filed a suit today at the Federal High Court in Osogbo. He listed the Nigerian Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and the Attorney General of the Federation as defendants. And the lawmaker is insisting that nowhere in the Constitution or any act of the National Assembly where the military is empowered to take over civil rule. And he argued that Section 217 subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution clearly outlines the functions of the armed forces, and none of them permits intervention in governance. So if that is the case, how come this happened under the purview? Remember that the echelon of power in Aso Rock, they didn't consider the situation to be anything other than some disgruntled officers expressing themselves. But the fact that money moved hands and certain elites or we supposedly were involved in this is what they do not want to tolerate. And they want to discourage anyone who is having such a line of thought to not even consider it. So do you think this particular suit is going to have any headway?
The lawmaker, which party does it belong to? I'm sure it must be APC. Now,
what is here is that he's a member of Osun State House of Assembly.
But he came from a party now. Is that not important? If you are defending your party, what is wrong with that? I will not fault you. But let me ask you. It is true that the militaries are not supposed to be involved in civilian administration.
Yeah.
Good. Esther, if you are now looking at section 217 and what it says, please, did you equally look at the section 305, what it says about the state of emergency? Did you follow due process? Look, many of us, including me, we never like military regime. But Esther, when you have made it inevitable for the military to stay in the barracks, what do you expect them to do? Is it not good governance that brings peace and progress in a country, Esther? Tell me. Is it not good governance? Like this thing we are shouting now. Why is everybody defecting to APC? That you virtually don't have any opposition. Is that a democracy? Is it everybody in Nigeria that would like to analyze or talk like us and say this and that? No. Look, we have our own endurance threshold. Some people will look at what happened and say, what nonsense is this? They wouldn't want to engage in Turenchi. They will not have time. As far as they are concerned, what is happening is an aberration. And that is why we are saying it here. The civilian administration, do what is right. We are in a democracy, for God's sake. Don't act like a military. When you start acting like a military, you are calling them to come. That is the meaning. That is the meaning, Esther. When you now start behaving like a military, you think they will not be envious and jealous?
Well, Barrister, there is a recent development. Sources familiar with the investigation of the supposed alleged coup plot against the president have revealed that an Air Force officer recently posted to the Office of the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, was detailed to kill the National Security Advisor. A squadron leader named SB Adamu with service number NAF 3481, that is Nigerian Air Force 3481 from Jigawa State, was posted to the National Counter-Terrorism Center, a program coordinated by ONSA 4 weeks before the alleged coup plot was foiled. According to the cable, contrary to reports that many of the suspects were working with the ONSA, Adamu was the only one linked to the office through the NCTC. Military sources who spoke about the coup revealed that when a major general and national coordinator of NCTC, Adamu Garba Laka, requested a specific officer be posted to the center in August 2025, he was surprised that his request was not approved. However, Adamu was posted to the office, fueling speculation that the coup plotters had infiltrated the military hierarchy. So the detailed squadron leader was allegedly immediately detailed to kill Ribadu, just as some other officers were tasked with killing other senior government officials. Okay, Barrister, I don't think the updates coming up from this is no longer funny. They try to water it down, but the information we're getting from the investigation is no longer sounding like something that was nothing to be worried about.
Esther, what will you do with the information?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, do you know what it is?
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No, because the military have not come out to tell us anything. Yes, they have not. It doesn't matter seriously, because
the names are being out here. The names are being mentioned. They wanted to keep this hush. I think that whole thing the military did was just to act normal. But the government of the day is not hiding this. When you hear sources say it is them releasing it to the press, otherwise you wouldn't have gotten any information about what's going on.
Have they told you the truth? Do you know why I smelt a rat? The newspaper that published it in the first, they never sued them for libel.
Why would they sue them for libel when it's coming from them?
So you can see now. So when the government is lying like a baby.
How is the government lying?
Because they are not telling us anything. They dismiss it as nothing. They dismiss it as nothing. So why will I not take it serious? You are the one who's supposed to tell us that some officer did something, and so that even if you don't want to be detailed, at least give a hint that something happened.
Well, the individual is reportedly cooperating with investigators, and the military authorities are yet to officially confirm this. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually recently carried out a clear-out sacking of 2 of his service chiefs, including Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar. How did it get to this point? This is wrong, and this is not good. Although the presidency is no longer holding on to anything with kid gloves. He's serious now, and with the new service chiefs, he's ensuring that things can no longer continue the way they are. Right now, the cabinet is locked tight. Security is on high gear to ensure that anyone who is even thinking about it does not even think about it, especially those from the north who may not be happy with certain things. They could keep their grievances in their pocket, but they are ensuring that none of that happens, not even by mistake. So would you call this a clarion call as to the security architecture in the country and how the government of the day needs to be very serious about it?
Esther, I'm not a military man. Whether it's a clarion call or it's Gloria call, all they need to do.
There is nothing like Gloria call.
No, there is Gloria call.
There is nothing like Gloria call.
Then why should there be clarion call?
It's called a clarion call.
That's the name of my daughter.
Clara.
Clarion.
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 Really?
And that movie, Nollywood actress.
Which one?
Clarion Chukura.
Oh, so your daughter
that's in Peter wife, Abi. So what I'm saying here is that whichever call it is, the government should do the needful. Esther. It is only good governance that will stave away these things. In fact, by now, if we had it good, Esther, some people would have even gone to protest that they don't want any. Are you not getting it? Some people would have gone to protest that, look, if this is a joke, they don't want it. And I will support such group. That's the truth. If this thing is what I'm thinking, Nigerians should protest against it. And then tell the government to do the needful when it comes to good governance. We need it. That's the only way Nigerians will say, yes, we have a government. But when you're acting like a military, what is the difference between the sitting one and the one that wants to take over? Because you have taken over everything. We are no longer in a democracy. If that kind of behavior cannot elicit disgruntlement, then what else will? What else will, Esther? What else will? You came into office as a Democrat and you started acting like a dictator.
But what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that good governance is the way to go.
The president has ensured that that's
governance, Esther.
All about
this idea of everybody jumping into APC is suspicious.
The president's fault.
It's suspicious, Esther. Whose fault is it? When the Shomole said, "Come to us,"
that's
if you are
Shomole, that's not President Bola Tinubu.
But that's his party. Now, will Tinubu come and say it?
It's his party.
He will not come and say it. He will use the surrogates now. What are you telling me?
So you're telling me that the president has a lot of things on his.
Why can't they keep a cap?
He will take it upon himself to start telling his delegates that he should infiltrate political parties and create chaos.
Esther, when he said he does not bother if they go in disarray,
Well,
What does that mean?
The president said that it's not a happy situation, but that
Really?
it's a good thing for
True
him.
talk. Okay, why is it that these parties can no longer have a common meeting? Wherever they want to go and see, they will send people there to go and scatter
Well, if
things.
they can't have meetings in the country, can't they travel out of the country to
Is
hold
that what?
meetings? If they can't have meetings here, and certain persons will come and destabilize whatever meetings they want to have, can't they travel out of the country to have meetings?
Hey, Esther,
Sir?
Esther,
Huh?
did you say that?
I'm asking.
Oh, no. What you said
say,
now,
I'm
what
asking.
you said now is treasonable.
What is treasonable? To
I
go
don't-
outside the country and have your
What are you
meetings?
saying?
Why is it treason?
It's like
Is it
telling
to
a
overthrow
man.
the government?
Esther, hold on. No. What you said now
Barry-
is unfounded. Hold on.
Wait, what
A
part of the
political party
constitution is making
cannot.
it unfounded?
Hold on, is unfounded.
Where?
Listen. Oh, so these are the people that hold their own in the country, and there will be peace. Well, what are they? Esther, you can see what you have just said. Contradictory.
How?
That, you have just told me now that you are APC. Esther, seriously speaking, I thought you were joking. You are the problem yourself because
problem?
yes, you are supporting what is not right.
Today's
If ADC and Labour Party and PDP should hear you, they will sue you to court.
don't sue me.
I'm not
They have
joking.
not sued APC to
How
court.
can you be telling me that
Me.
for peace to reign, they should go to the
I
moon?
didn't say for peace to reign.
What
I
else?
said according to you.
According
Don't
to
say, yeah, according to you.
Why would you tell them to go outside the country and vote their meeting?
Just
Why
for them
should
to
I?
have
Do you
their
know?
meetings.
Will they pay the money? Will they pay?
Don't they have money to enter politics? You need to have money.
Yes, it's true. It's true. The government in power with the person that has the right to hold his own meeting in Nigeria. Others should go outside Nigeria and they will not go and say they are planning coup there. You don't know.
You want to tell me that even the APC themselves don't travel out of the country to have their
To
meetings?
which meeting?
If you're having a political party meeting, how does it have to do anything?
Why must their meeting be disrupted, Esther? Why must it be disrupted? In Lagos here, everywhere. In Lagos you saw it.
Politics.
Politics have been okay.
Inflexible
This
politics.
is the type of politics you people have brought to us.
Which people? Which you people?
Esther, you are APC.
Barrister, I don't belong to any political party.
Then man, how
I
you
belong
talk?
to Esther Mwachuku political party.
The man, how you
Political
talk?
party of
No,
myself.
I'm no longer comfortable with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not.
Why are you no longer
From what you are
comfortable?
saying,
What did I
that they should go and hold their meeting outside
I
Nigeria.
asked a question. I said, can't they? I didn't say they should.
Yes, you said
That
it.
those are two different things.
Who brought that
Barrister.
idea into your head? Who
It's
brought that
not-
idea? Who brought that idea into your head? A very, very serious idea.
Oh
That
my
they should go and
God.
hold their meeting outside Nigeria.
But
So
I said that
APC
is-
now is the owner of Nigeria. Yes.
Well, with what we are seeing
you
right
cannot
now.
even breathe or go to the toilet without their permission.
Since
that's
when? It didn't reach like that. It
really?
not reach now.
They
Okay,
cannot
really.
help it in Nigeria.
It not reach.
So
Barrister.
okay, were they treated like this under PDP? Were they treated like this? Answer me. You can see. So PDP that made sure that Nigeria, in fact, they had Nigeria at the back of their mind in whatever they do. But here you don't care. It's all about you, your party, just
All
to
right.
get victory.
Barrister, that's it.
And look at the result now. Everybody is
take
now
calls.
disgruntled.
The number to call is 08036929933. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817175638. 0817175638. That's the WhatsApp number to send your messages to. While the number to call is 08036929933. All right, thank you very much, and make sure you turn off your radio. All right, thank you. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Quality, good evening. Yes. Mr. Quality, I've heard what you said this evening. They are all correct.
So, what's your
In
name?
fact, my name is Collins, calling from Yanapaja.
Collins from Yonupaja.
Yes.
All right, sir.
Mr. Quality, you are trying. Don't mind Esther, please. Keep on doing your good work, honestly. That shows that, what's it called? Esther is a APC member.
No.
Please. No. I have to say my mind. You are APC member. We are finding a way of making this country to be good. You are polluting the mind of Mr. Darlington. I'm not happy with you this night, honestly, Mr. Esther. I'm not happy with you.
Yes.
I'm not happy with you. Please go to orientation before you come to the studio here. Please, thank you.
Barrister Darlington, you're setting me up, oh. Ta.
Come and see.
You people, Barrister Darlington. Hello, good evening, how are you?
Hello, good evening. This is Babatugo from Sule, Masha.
All right, welcome, sir. Please go ahead.
I think Barrister is doing a very good job. I'm a first-time caller, but at the same time, I love what Barrister has comment on every issue.
Yes.
This country, we are sitting on the keg of gunpowder, I think. And these people don't realize it. When it happens, they have nowhere to run to. Let me tell you, they have nowhere. All the money they have, they can't spend it in US, they can't spend it in America. If they die of stroke, of thinking, if they run out of this country. This is the best country in the world, and they want to mess it up.
Sorry, sir.
It's all right. Barrister, if I have the opportunity, I want to meet you one-on-one.
Really?
I'm a Yoruba man, but I listen to your program every day. I listen to you every day. You are on point on everything.
Thank you, my brother.
These people, they are just messing this country up. They are just messing it up. Acquiring wealth. What do they do with the money? Nothing.
I want that.
Nothing.
I want
Nothing. Posterity will judge them, I know. Posterity will judge them.
All right, thank you for calling, all right? 080-3692-9933. That's the number. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yes, fine. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Thank you very much. My name is Manambelo Usman. I am calling you from Yahudi.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. You see, I greet your guest, Mr. Darlington. But in fact, today you said something that makes me not to be so much happy with you because you said that if opposition wants to hold their meeting, they should go outside.
Sir, you see, Barrister Darlington wants to put me in trouble. I said, can't they? I asked him a question. I did not say they should.
Why would you ask such a question?
I just asked.
Because the ruling party, they don't have Nigerian as opposition. Nigerian belongs to every one of us.
Yes.
Nigerian doesn't belong to APC. It doesn't belong to whatever they think they are. It doesn't belong to them. And that is aside. Then my point is this: concerning the coup, if I may ask, what is the difference between this leadership and the military leadership? What is the difference, please? Can you tell me little concerning the military government and the Amabella Tinubu administration government? Because under the military, if you air your bill, they will arrest you.
Yeah.
Yes, and now if you said anything concerning this government, they arrest you. So tell me the difference between this government and the military government, because now the only opposition to military government is civilian. But now both civilian and military is not even an opposition to this government. So what are we talking about? So by the grace of God, it's not all about competition, it's not all about whatever. If we are talking about disrupting the meeting of opposition, time is coming very soon. Some people like us will volunteer to fight for opposition, to disrupt every meeting too. Here in Canada. See, Nigeria belongs to all of us. So, think very well. Come 2027, you will remember what I'm telling you. This APC will be kicked out before 12 o'clock on Monday now. This is not the type of democracy we are aiming for before now. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. Esther, the worst thing is that they don't obey court order.
No, that one is a problem. It's a problem. I don't know why.
They don't obey court order.
I don't know if they need the president to tell them to obey court
Go
orders.
to state and federal. They don't obey court order.
How are you? Turn down the volume of your radio, please. Kindly do that as fast as possible. Yes, good evening. What's your name?
My name is Emeka.
Emeka, good evening, sir. Please go ahead.
I'm calling from Papa.
All right, Emeka, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Brother Darlington.
Well done, my brother. How's our papa today?
Good. What I can understand what you are saying. But what I want to ask, because you are the barrister, concerning this Nnamdi Kanu issue, he was formally tried by a higher court, and
just now is being tried by a lawyer court. What is the is it legal in the legal listen?
Okay. Now, Esther, you know this matter came up last month, Abi, when they were asking me which court is the, and I was trying to explain. It's not enough for you to just say it is the federal court. How did it get to that federal court? Because it left the appeal court and went to Supreme. It was the Supreme that said no, it should come down again to the lower court. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So under the law, this is not how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
The Supreme Court is not just a Supreme Court, it's an administrative court.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. I can hear you. What's your name?
Yeah, good evening. You're speaking to.
Can you speak louder? Your voice is very low.
You are speaking to Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. Only from where?
Yeah, calling from Ocean Solo.
All right, Ibrahim, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm listening to you and please, Esther,
Okay,
don't back it
guys.
too much, okay?
I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate. But I'm going to be coming back real soon because I really want to listen to what Mr. Kachi to have to say about the names that were listed, the military colonels and captains that were listed as the 16 names that were listed as people trying to plan the coup in Nigeria. So you guys should stay tuned. I appreciate you joining me. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.